What is going on YouTube? It's Metatronics, and I've got another video of Borderlands 2 for you. Today I'll be talking about something I saw online today, and I thought it was really interesting, and I had not, well, I mean, I guess I had thought of the question before, but not quite as much detail. It was kind of a passing thought. But so I was browsing the web and saw on Reddit a thread that hit the front page that was, what annoyance did you experience as a child that children of this next generation will not have to deal with? And I thought, wow, there's a lot of things that have been changing, you know, just in recent history, that are things that kids are just not going to have to deal with anymore. A few of them in the thread were things like having to remember people's phone numbers, which is so true. Having to deal with fathers if you were calling someone of the opposite gender. You know, you're like, hey, is Betty there? Yes. Awkward silence, awkward silence. Can I talk to her? Yeah. You know, things like that. Like, everybody's got a cell phone. You don't have to do with that anymore. You just directly call the person. Well, so as I was reading through this thread, there was one thing that really was not mentioned, at least not that I saw at the time that I read the thread, was, you know, not knowing anything is something that this next generation is not going to have to deal with. You know, when I was young, the internet was just starting. You know, when I was getting to the age of using a computer and all that sort of stuff, and so the internet was just starting. And if I didn't know anything, it was either go to the library and try to find a book on it, and our library is just a little small town local library, and they don't have like everything, you know. Or ask around and see if someone knew. And, you know, there's no way in heck that you can find someone. I mean, there are random obscure facts. I'm always one of these people that just wants to know everything. So I want to know, I don't know, what's something ridiculous that I've tried to find out answers for. I don't know what the mating habits are of a particular bug in Africa. You know, I mean, like, just random stuff like that. And there's not a whole lot of information for random stuff, or even more useful things. So, like, I don't know, like how to build your own kegerator, you know, random stuff like that. And we have Instructables for that. We have Wikipedia, though I know that's not, you know, 100% accurate. There's inconsistencies and things that are not exactly right on there, but I don't know, whatevs. We still have basically a hive mind that we are able to pop in information and it comes to us. And it really is a hive mind. Like, everything we want to know, we can find, because everyone's minds have been dumped onto web pages on the internet. And I'm sure that will I don't know, just keep going on further, where we have probably direct neural hookup of some type eventually. But I mean, right now, we are living in the future. You know, like, we watch movies where they're all like, hook me up to the computer and I'll find out. Okay, so like The Matrix, yeah, that's a good example. You know, plug me in. I don't know how to fly this helicopter. Now I do. We basically have that ability, except it's not directly hooked up into our heads, though it's practically directly hooked up into our hands now with our phones and stuff. I mean, we have information available to us at our fingertips, in our hands, just everything and anything we could ever want to know, from things that are totally useless, you know, random pop culture references and stuff, to things that are essential for human life, to you know, how to build your own kegerator. You know, like, I mean, there's anything and everything we wanted to know. We're living in the future, as much of the future as we can be. You know, we watch these old movies, we're there. I mean, we are there. You know, it's funny, my wife and I have been watching Star Trek Voyager. We're coming up to the end of the series, and that TV show is so good. And there are several times I look at it and I'm just like, we are basically right there where they said we were going to be in another 200 or 300 years. I don't remember how far in the future it's set, but I mean, still, we're there. We're in the future. Next generation, the next generation, not the show, the next generation of kids will not know what it's like to not know something. Everything will be known. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do it. I've got new videos coming out every day. Lots and lots of great new stuff. I hope you enjoyed this talk. It's been Metatronics, guys, and I will see you next time.